Okay, third graders, here we go with part 2 for this week where we're still comparing numbers, but we're going to look at some number lines to help us because understanding the number line model is also important, not just the place value or digit by digit model. So the number line also has to do with place value. The number line is set up based on place value, so it's just more of an intricate way to look at things. Here we go. Okay, so you've used number lines for years and years and years. And they're really basic, but you know that a number line goes forever and ever and ever in both directions. It doesn't always start at 0 because it doesn't actually have a starting point and an ending point. It goes forever in both directions. So anytime you see a number line, you don't actually see the whole thing, you just see part of it. So I don't want you to be confused when you come across number lines that don't start at 0. They don't all start at 0. In fact, the number line goes continually on past 0 to the left into the negative numbers, which you're going to learn about in a couple years when you get to middle school. So let's dive in. We're looking at this number line, this super basic number line, and you can see based on this number line that here's where 13 is, and here's where 9 is. So using the number line as a way to reason, we can look at it and we can say anything that's further to the left is less. So that means that 13 is greater than 9 because 9 is to the left of 13. Okay, you could say it's closer to 0 since we're working with positive numbers, but that won't always be true once you get into those negative numbers. So here's a super basic one. So I could read this sentence, 13 is greater than 9. I could rewrite it as 9 is less than 13. And that's because 9 is further to the left on the number line. Okay, so those were basic numbers. Now we're going to look at some numbers that are more third grade level. 562 and 581. So I kind of have a little picture of a number line for us up here. I'm going to find 562. It looks to me like this number line, the big thicker tick marks like this one, those are skip counting by 10, while these little itty bitty ones are all counting by 1. So I could say that this is 510, 520, 530, 540, I already have 550 marked, 560, 570, 580, 590, and then 600. So I need to find 562. So here's 60, 61, 62 would be right there. All right, now I need to find 581, so I'm going to go to 580, and then one more. So the question is, which one's further to the left? 562 is further to the left, so it is less than 581. The numbers can get even greater. We could go into the thousands. Like I said, that number line's going to go on forever and ever and ever. So same number line, I just cut a different part off of it. And again, it's counting by tens. So this would be 1,310, 1,320, 1,330, 1,340, 1,350. I'm going to stop counting for you and just write them because I don't think you need me to count by 10 for you. Okay, so now I'm going to plot those numbers. I've got to find 1,399. That is, here's 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99 is right here. And I've got to find 1,353. So I'm going to go to 50, 51, 52, 53 would be right here. So which one's further to the left? It looks to me like 1,353 is further to the left, which means the other one will be greater. So I would read this as 1,399 is greater than 1,353. I'm going to pause here for just a second. I'm going to tell you that your code word today is number line. Write it down so you have it. I don't mean go get into your slideshow right now and write it. I mean write it on your note page and you can put it in later. I want you to focus on the lesson right now. Your word's number line. Okay, moving on. I'm erasing that because I don't want to give it away. Hope you wrote it down. If not, pause and rewind. Okay, so I have 2072 and 2012. Okay, So I'm going to make this easy on myself, and I'm just going to write 10, 20, 30, 40, oops, I already have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Now I know that's referring just to the tens and ones place, but I'm going to use that just to save us some time because I know you want to just go do this math. You don't want to listen to me all day. Okay, 2072. 71, 2. Okay, 2012. 11, 12. Which one's further to the left? 12 is, so the other one is greater. 2072 is greater than 2012. Okay, so you're going to have a couple slides where you practice that. In fact, the number lines look just like these. I actually took these number lines off of your slides. I just chose different numbers. So they will look similar to you. Yours are exactly the same, where they skip count by tens on the thick tick marks and count by ones on the skinny tick marks. Okay, I want to show you some other practice slides that are in there that you're going to do as part of this section, because I want to make sure that you understand the directions. So on one of your slides, it looks like this, and you've had slides like this before, but I've noticed that you guys get really stuck in this idea that there's only one right answer. Some of these have more than one correct answer, so you need to read carefully. Which numbers make this comparison true? 674 is less than what? Okay, so I can't drag on mine because mine's just a picture, but I'm going to put some check marks. Okay, so 600 is less than 700. I know that. 600 is less than 1,000. I know that. And then I have 672. Is 674 less than 672? No, so that one's not right. 600 is greater than 400, so that one's not right. So already in this first question, there's two correct answers. In order to get these right, you have to get all of them, not just one of them. So you need to pay close attention. A lot of times, third graders in particular, look and they go, oh, I found the right answer. There's more than one in a lot of cases, and you've got to get them all, okay? So I'm not going to do any more on this page because I don't want to give them away, but I'm going to tell you that there's more than one right answer. I'm looking at number 2, and I already see at least 2 answers in that one that are correct, so make sure you get them. Then you also have this slide that says you're going to use the chart that tells you how many tickets were sold at a baseball game, and then use the data in the chart to answer the questions. So these are just true or false. So what it tells you down here at the bottom that you can't see is if the sentence is true, you're going to type in a T or an F. Okay? So true or false. Whoopsie. No way, Miss Jock. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, so let's look at the first one together. More tickets were sold for game 3 than for game 6. Let's see if that's true or false. So this is 2,000 and 2,000. Those are equal. 500, 300. Oh, okay. So 500 is greater than 300. So were there more in game 3 than game 6? I think that's true. So if I were really on my slides, I would erase the question mark and I would put a capital T there for true. If I come across one where this says the sentence and it's not true, I disagree with it based on the math, then I'm going to put an F for false. Okay, off you go to do your work. I will see you for part 3.